Let's talk about Trevor Lawrence and Jacksonville Jaguars. This team is currently on a 4-game losing streak, and they don't look good. This team could be in store of being in an early playoff exit situation if they do not figure things out. I want to start off with Trevor Lawrence. Too many turnovers, interceptions, fumbles, too many of them. And it's not working out right now with Trevor Lawrence. He has not been good on the back half of this season, and he's been terrible on this 4-game losing streak by fumbling the football and the interceptions. He has 18 passing touchdowns, 18 as I record this video, to 12 interceptions, 19 passing touchdowns to 12 interceptions. He has not been good this year. Last year, he was very good. 25 touchdowns to 8 interceptions. The interception rate is up and the fumble rate is up as well. And he is always dealing with injuries week to week because the offensive line has not been good this season with this team. And they have lacked in explosive plays this year. Last season, Zay Jones and Christian Kirk was able to get some things going in open space and open field. This season, not so much. And Travis Etienne has been a very solid running back for the team this season. But they will only go as far as Trevor Lawrence can take them. Trevor Lawrence so far has been a disappointment in the NFL because when he was first drafted out of Clemson, a lot of people thought as soon as you draft this kid, he'll be a franchise changer. And yes, they did win a playoff game last season. They went to the playoffs, and his rookie season was not all on him. Because you look at what happened in his rookie season, you had Urban Meyer, who was a terrible head coach with this team. And then you also had another situation to where the talent around him was not good either because of the offensive line in that situation. I'm looking at Trevor Lawrence right now. You need to step up and you need to make those big throws that you were making last season. It's not working out right now. And Doug Peterson is a very good play caller. He's a very good head coach. It's just not working out right now. And they are having a lot of drops at times as well. It's not all on Trevor Lawrence because early in the season, before the Kansas City Chiefs led the NFL in drops, it was the Jacksonville Jaguars for the first 4 to 5 games of the season. Calvin Ridley dropped some passes. Zay Jones wasn't fully healthy. Christian Kirk looked like he was in the funk. Now you no longer have Christian Kirk for the rest of the season. He got hurt a couple weeks ago in a game to where he hurt his core. And now you're looking at Zay Jones. He's not 100%. That knee injury has taken a toll on him because in the games that he has played this season, he's wearing that big knee brace, and Trevor Lawrence has a good rapport with him. He doesn't have the same rapport with Calvin Ridley like how he does with Christian Kirk and Zay Jones. And Evan Ingram has still been a very good tight end with this team. Their offense is not the same as it was last season, and their defense hasn't been good either. Their passing defense is one of the worst passing defenses in the NFL. They're allowing a lot of catches to the wide receivers, and they're allowing a lot of big plays as well. Mike Evans today had 7 catches for 86 yards and 2 touchdowns. Now, you look at this in the situation with their cornerbacks. You have Darius Williams, who was a very good corner early on in the season. Last couple games and on the back half of the season, he has struggled immensely with this team. And you look at their secondary as a whole, it hasn't been good on the back half of the season. They can't stop anyone. You have Lamar Jackson making plays against this team, and Lamar Jackson is one of the best quarterbacks in the game, but he's out here making throws into tight windows, into spaces to where last season they would be better in smothered coverage. This season, not as much. And you want to see the regression? Go back and look at what they did against the Atlanta Falcons. They made life tough on Desmond Ridder. As the games have progressed since they were in London, they have gotten worse week to week. And you also look at Tyson Campbell, was a star corner last season. He's regressed a lot this season as well. He is not that same corner he was from last season. And you look at Trayvon Walker. He has been very good this season at rushing the passer and at stopping the run. And then you look at Josh Allen, has been phenomenal. You can put him in the Defensive Player of the Year conversation. 13.5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, 1 interception. Devin Lloyd hasn't been that same linebacker he was last season, but he's been solid. That's it. The rest of the players on this defense have not been playing up to standard like how it was last season. They're not the same football team. And them going on a 4-game losing streak in December is terrible. It seemed like this team peaked in London, and that was weeks ago. This is a bad sign for this football team. And another thing as well, Trevor Lawrence is always dealing with injuries. He was dealing with an ankle injury that he suffered against the Cincinnati Bengals. That's the same game to where Christian Kirk went down in. And I do feel for Jaguar fans in that game because C.J. Beathard came in. He basically had a Hail Mary type of play right at the goal line. They would have set them up for the game-winning field goal. They took that from them because they said the tackle was holding. Then you look at another situation this season. Trevor Lawrence dealing with the concussion that he suffered against the Baltimore Ravens. And now he just left the game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers where he had a shoulder injury. Things were so bad in this game, it was 30-0 at a point in time. They have to perform better in the next couple of games because if they can't, they're going to be an early playoff exit. You look at the Houston Texans right now. They're only going to get healthier with CJ. And you look at the Indianapolis Colts. They're a very inconsistent team. But right now, those two teams look better than the Jacksonville Jaguars right now. The Jaguars still do have a lead on this division, but I am very concerned about Trevor Lawrence moving forward, and I'm also concerned about this team. And another thing as well, if Trevor Lawrence cannot step up his play, he will not get that big contract extension that he's looking for with this team because this is year 3. And I understand the first year is basically figure things out. You had Urban Meyer, the rookie season. It was just very ugly. But last year is the standard for this team. This is not the same Jacksonville Jaguars organization 10 to 15 years ago to where they're struggling to win football games. You made the playoffs last year. That's the standard for this team now, especially when you have this generational talent at the quarterback position. Or I thought he was a generational talent. He hasn't shown that just yet. Last season may have been the peak of Trevor Lawrence. I just need to see him be consistent. I know that he has that play in him, but right now, whatever Doug Peterson is doing on the offensive end is not working. And CJ Beathard came in against Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I understand they were playing shell coverage, nothing cheap, nothing deep. I understand that, but he was going through his progressions better than Trevor Lawrence. Maybe he came back and he rushed back from that concussion, but they need to figure things out as this team is still trying to make a true playoff push. But if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and let me know what you think about Jacksonville Jaguars. If you like the video, hit the like button. Most importantly, when each and every last win, guys, stay safe, stay positive. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Peace.